that she can get it. Saying if you a bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them turn the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room, purple. Go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice.
Ooh, hey. It is your girl Candy, and I am here with my girl Monique 69 Ways Johnson and Miss Kira Speaks. Hey, ladies.
Hey.
Happy Easter, happy Sunday, happy 420. For those that, you know, indulge,
partake.
Yeah, partake. So we are here to discuss Tubi's original Ex-Door Neighbor. And yeah, I think it came out, the first part of April. I'm not sure. The details on this movie. Yeah, I ain't gonna belabor the thing. I done said that word one time. More like, what? So ladies, Kira then Mo, what are y'all thoughts on this movie?
It was crazy. It was good. I didn't get the twist till much later. I was going in one direction, and I was like, okay, Tubi. It took us in another direction. So
it was giving BET Plus, wasn't it? It was a
little bit. BET Plus,
yeah, a little elevated.
Yeah, little lift on it. Mo, what are your thoughts, darling?
Yeah, I liked it. It was good. It was like a good, decent production, I would say, for visually. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good twist. It was a good and unique twist.
Yeah, very, very unique. I wasn't
for a Tubi movie.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting
a Tubi original, I should say.
I was ready to fight, I was ready to windmill for Imani, because Tamara was doing a little bit too much.
Yep.
And I'm like, girl, really, what is we doing?
That's the crazy part. I wasn't ready to windmill for nobody. I was just watching. I'm like, okay. Really? I'm waiting. You know how you wait for the other shoe to drop? Like,
I was more mad at the fiance because I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
Why are you not speaking up?
Yeah, that is definitely true. Hold a minute, Miss Kira, we got to get you up here.
Okay, somewhere. Hiding in the bushes.
Okay. Yeah, they was playing games with us in this movie. I was not expecting. What they say, expect the unexpected. I wasn't expecting this plot twist, but nonetheless, let's see. So the episode starts out with us at this magnificent high-rise building. We have this Caucasian lady, walking in the building, going in the elevator. It's like she hears something outside before she goes in, but she just goes on in, and I'm like, okay, I only see 3 black people on the screen, but what does this lady got to do with this? But I'm gonna go ahead and see what's popping. So she goes into her apartment, she gets her wine, she eats her ice cream. They show the bathroom and it's dark. Then later on, when she's sitting out in her ice cream, the bathroom light comes on, and I'm like, okay, who is in this lady's house? So, she goes to play, there's a record player. It starts skipping, so she changed that. I'm like, why are we here, Ike?
Why are we here, Ike?
And then she keeps, she eats her ice cream, and then she gets up for some reason, and then she just starts foaming at the mouth and pants out. Then we see this little blurry shadow of somebody standing over her. Thoughts on the intro, ladies?
I knew something was going on, but I didn't know the
who,
what, where, and why.
Horror movie is this? What in a horror movie is this? I'm like, okay, you see a lady at the elevator. Something spooky. She eating something and drinking something. And then someone in a hoodie, in the hood, yeah. And you don't know what's going on. So, and then now she foaming at the mouth. I'm like, what in the heck? Did she eat battery acid? I don't know.
Oh, damn, Mo.
Whatever was in that wine glass.
I don't know.
where did it come
was
from?
weird.
You know, the ice cream or the wine glass,
All
wine
right,
I
it's
think it was
bottle.
the
like
wine glass.
Where did it come from? Hi, Lemon Kush. Hey, Tamika. Thank y'all for coming
Yeah.
through. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And happy 420 and happy
happy
Easter Day as
420.
well.
Happy
Mhm.
Thank you, Mo.
Resurrection Day.
Everybody being resurrected, okay?
Okay.
One way or
Okay.
another.
Get
We're
lifted.
gonna get lifted one way or another.
Higher, higher, higher. In my John Legend voice. So next we pull up on Imani and her fiance. What's his name? Remind me of
Woody.
the Woody. Oh,
What's he?
girl.
Oh
Yeah,
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 that's what the
Woody.
old girl was
Okay.
calling him Woody, but
Yeah.
I think his name
that
was
wasn't his
Damon.
name.
Damon.
Damon. Yes, Damon.
Dion.
Dion, something.
Damon,
Woody.
Dion,
Some with a
Woody. We're gonna
D.
call him Woody.
So
That man
Imani
Woody.
and Woody, you know, he's a businessman, he's a lawyer for one. He's a lawyer and he's really busy, you know, these days. And he's working on some case that's kind of taking him away from, you know, her attention. But they have this appointment at this high rise that, you know, it's like it just popped open just that fast. Let's go check it out, see what's going on. He always has to kiss her to reassure her that he loves her. And I'm like, sir, what is really, why you guys always have to kiss this lady? That petty stuff be bothering me. It might just be me. But then we see where they meet the building manager, I forgot her name, and the
Nicolette.
unwelcoming concierge, uh, Mr. Nasty Man. He mean
Who?
nasty, and
Oh, that's nasty man.
I don't know his name, but he got a nasty disposition. And I'm like, this is not gonna be a fun, you know, eventful time in the apartment complex because I got this at the condos. I got to see this man. So I didn't like them. So,
Yeah.
Kira, you want to discuss this intro to Nicolette, the apartment, and everything dealing with, you know, Imani and how she took the man's phone out his hand and told Paul he'll call you back. Yeah, no.
I thought Miss Nicolette was up to no good, to be perfectly honest with you, after we saw that first scene. And then you didn't tell these people what happened in this apartment for it to be available, or high rise, penthouse, whatever, so quickly in this, you know, affluent area or building. And I definitely was side-eyeing that doorman, but I don't know. Her urgency to get in there was a little suspect to me too. So
Yeah. What are your thoughts, Mo?
Yeah, like I was looking at Eve. I was with Woody, whatever you want to call him, D. Like why you trying to, like, it was waitlisted and now you trying to get us an appointment the soon as early next day. Like what's up with this apartment? Condo, whatever you want to call it. Like what's up? What's going on? What's the real deal? She ain't being forthcoming, so yeah.
I agree. And then that building was like $450,000. Like,
it's a house.
Yeah.
It's a whole house.
That's a house, or maybe two, depending on where you at, you know.
Depending on where
But
you
I'm like,
are.
okay, you know, and she was really
High
trying to
rise.
sell it. But y'all, Dion creeped off onto the bedroom or bathroom or closet or whatever to have this phone call. And I'm like, Negro, is your job that important? Them people can't wait 15, 20 minutes while you do this tour.
Not.
I guess not.
I'm like, sir, excuse me. Hello, you know, what's going on? But yeah, that was strange to me. I'm like, who are you talking to? What is so important? But and I think they gave her she was like the amenities were included in everything into the the amount, and then she was willing to negotiate because she want to make that, you know, their dream home or whatnot. She said she's a baker. She told her that countertop was big. I'm like, baby, that countertop is not big. It's not big.
Now she a caterer.
We ain't seen her make nothing, child.
Baker. Yeah.
She was a baker.
I'm like, no. Yeah, I'm like, no.
Like a pastry chef or something like that, child. I was like,
yeah,
we ain't seen you make the first.
Yeah. So they, you know, agreed to getting the apartment, the condo and whatnot. And they're moving in, getting everything situated. The sister comes over to see Imani. She does not care for Dion, or she doesn't want them to be. She don't want them to get married or whatnot.
Mhm.
So that's an issue for her. They so this is the next day. They are moving in and everything, and then they go downstairs to help him get some boxes out of the truck, and they run into Tamara, the ex-wife, who he adores to no end, because the way he looking at her with his
Mhm.
mouth open, he's giving her the "I still want you" look, and I'm like, okay, what's really going on with this relationship? Why did y'all break up? And then you see Imani in the bed. She is awakened by this loud noise by this her next door neighbor, and he closed the door in her face like, "I've been here longer than you. Other people didn't care about it. So what is it to you?" Thoughts on the
Yeah.
sister first meeting Tamara, the ex-wife, and the neighbor?
Tamara was suspect because what are you doing here? And also, why did y'all even get divorced if you still like her and she still like you? I mean, they gave us
It's
a
hidden.
reason, but I just was like, that's where the brain started turning. But
Yeah. Hey Terry T baby, drive careful.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Uh-uh.
and but she was awakened by his radio, wasn't it?
Yeah, he had to
Yeah,
get his
He's
so it
playing
was
radio
that
like
or
rock
something
music.
on. Hmm.
early in the morning. I'm
Wow.
like, "Damn, people have to work." Like, okay. And the sister, what are y'all thoughts on the sister? She
Well,
brought
I couldn't
food.
figure out why she didn't want them to get married. I mean, we put it
Hmm.
all together at the end, but I was like, he didn't seem to really do anything to me that would warrant her to feel that way, other
At
than
that
he was,
moment.
yeah, he was giving her kisses to reassure her, but he was like you said, he was always on the phone, he was always
Hmm.
here, there, everywhere. So it was like, did you even really like this lady like that? But
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's something
Yeah.
like he work a lot.
Mm.
That's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, we see Tamara again. The next day, the sisters are out eating lunch, and Tamara pops up again. Then she pops up on Woody at his job. Mo, take it away.
It's I'm like, girl, it's like you making yourself obvious. I'm like, what is she doing? She's like you just. I'm like, he supposed to be your ex husband. Why is you around? Like, what's going on? And why is you just popping up here and there? It was just very suspicious. It did make her look very suspicious,
Mm-hmm.
especially when
mhm.
how she up on him at the work, and the way she was hugging him and kissing him on the cheek or whatever. It was like, is y'all about to do it right here in the middle of the office? Like,
Right,
no.
It's like
he ain't
I
seem
can
to
chew you
mind.
up,
Like all
swallow you.
boundaries was crossed, and you know this supposed to be his fiance.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, girl, what you wild?
She was wilding. He
Immediately,
didn't seem to mind. That was my problem.
I would say, and he
bingo.
was even more wilding because he did not check her. He did not like
Yeah.
Not you just
put
sitting
a
there eating
boundary
lunch.
up, like put a boundary up because you know he got a fiance. So it was just,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was just wild for both of them.
And they were just cackling, kiki and hee hee and ha ha, and just when doing lunch, and I'm like,
Eating and having a good
y'all
old
just,
time.
and then face to face like that, and then it's like they want to swallow each other up, like, ooh, you know,
Yeah, I'm gonna say, why you want to do that? Y'all got divorced for a reason, so you
for
might as
a
well stay
reason.
married to him. So I'm like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
what?
and
that was my issue.
it's like he want to swallow her up, y'all. Like he just take a
Yeah, the way
hold.
he was looking and the way they was holding
Yes,
looks to each
Like
other after that
not a
hug,
day has passed.
they
yes.
was vibing.
Like it just happened yesterday or something. You know what I'm saying? Like they just met. I mean, just divorced last week or whatever, and
Right.
Imani is just a whatever. All right, I'm gonna ignore her phone call. But Mara doesn't make. She doesn't have any boundaries. She don't have no breaks. She just all gas.
And her
Hmm.
client live in a building.
Yeah,
That's the catch that to get there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm like, where's this client? Why we don't ever see you with this client? That's what I was saying
Right.
at one point. I was like,
It's
okay,
just
where?
Wasn't the client the one with the loud music?
yes.
So she say,
Sadly,
but we never
yes.
really saw them
Okay.
together.
Yeah,
You know
we
what I'm
never
saying?
saw
No,
them
we didn't see them
together.
together.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
That's what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying. Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then the way she cupped her chin around, like she was very comfortable and very familiar with this man, as if this was something that was still going on. And
Mm-hmm.
she talked with her breath. Like it was just so breathy when she was fighting him. I'm like, yeah.
Woody.
Woody. And then it comes, oh yeah, and when they first met, she was like, yeah, Woody, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, Woody, well, yeah, you know.
Because never mind.
Yeah,
What?
like, bitch, what?
Obvious much?
What did Woody come from? Because his name is what? Demon or whatever his name is.
Woody
Is
mean
nowhere near it.
Dion.
wake
I
up.
don't know what his last
Wakes
name
up to the
was.
Woody. You could tell he was very different around Tamara.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Dion comes home from work, lets her know, he gets caught up at work, and she feeds him, fixes his plate, and he talks about the case, and of course she asks questions, and I'm like, does anybody out there in the YouTube lawyers know if you can have conversations with anybody or your significant other about cases? Like, is that legal? I didn't think it was, but I'm
I
like,
don't think we can discuss the specifics.
yeah,
Well, no, you can't really discuss, especially if
yeah.
I mean, she is a lawyer, so she say, and but she's
No,
a
with the
different type of
wife.
lawyer.
I mean,
With the wife.
with Imani, with the girl, with the fiance.
Oh
Fiance.
no,
Yeah.
only limited
Yeah, I don't
info.
think you're supposed to be
Only
saying anything specific.
yeah.
Okay.
And the way he be having his files are, so she can get the information anyway it goes.
Yeah.
Looking like,
Yeah. What's up, Matthew Wilson?
Hey.
hey,
You gonna behave yourself today? So Imani Tamara knocks on the door, and she was like, I was just getting some signatures from my client, and I saw you walk in. I didn't realize you lived here, like right next door to my client. What's going on? Can you help me look some of this paperwork? And he was like, well, yeah, we're just getting ready to have dinner. Tamara cooked enough for the two, for us. You want a plate or whatever? I'm like,
Wrong road, sir. Wrong
yeah,
road.
that would have pissed me off too. I'm not gonna hold you. Like,
let's go in my office to talk about whatever it is she wanted him to look at. Thoughts?
That's why I said I was more mad at him than Tamara, because he never set a boundary. He never stopped her. Everything she did, he just let her do. He was just like, okay, come on in and have dinner. Oh, you want to talk? Come on, let's go in my office. I was like, you just not gonna ask your fiance?
Yeah.
You don't mind, right, baby? What?
And then talking about looking at those old pictures, like, why are those pictures in here? Why are those pictures here? Why?
Yeah.
Why those pictures are here? The picture, y'all, Kaka and Kiki, about pictures from your old life, and y'all went out of town on a vacation. And the way she said it was like they went on 1,000 vacations. Some vacation, I don't know where we went. We went somewhere. And the calligraphy, I forgot what kind of picture that is. The caricature picture.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was like they sat 4 hours for that. And it was like, girl, why is that so funny? Girl, you are pushing the envelope of ass cut.
Trying to go down memory lane. I don't like how the man invite the ex and like, to invite to stay for dinner. I'm like, I ain't. And she said she cook enough. I'm like, and then ask the fiance, is it okay? You supposed to ask that first.
Yeah,
then
no.
You invite the person. Like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Don't invite and then ask me, is it okay? You gonna put me in an awkward position. I'm gonna have to say yes, or I'm gonna be looking like a hating
like I'm jealous
bitch.
or a hater or whatever.
Right. Right. That's like, yo.
Monique Matthew said, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with what, Matthew? All right. Because
he's gonna show his behind.
Like I just said, I hate when you invite the ex to dinner.
Yeah.
And then turn around and
anybody
ask me
for one thing, but yet alone an ex-wife.
Yeah, and
not
then
girlfriend, but a wife, ex-wife. Like, yeah, no.
Right.
So Tamara said she has to go to the restroom, to the bathroom or whatnot, and she goes to come back, and of course they're in the middle of like semi-arguing or fussing, and she walks out and just gives Tamara Imani this look like, yeah, I said, no, ma'am. Why are you looking over your shoulder at this girl? Like, no, ma'am.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
And
was
then,
doing
of
too
course, she
much.
found out she threw the magazines in the trash can, and he was like, "What? She wasn't even in the kitchen. Where is the bathroom, Ike? Where is it? Tell me where the bathroom at. Because why the magazines get in the trash can?" But
And
later
your place is
on,
only but this big, so
right, 450 for child by
Nothing. A whole bunch of
exactly.
nothing. The floor
So
that you're on, because that was about it.
right.
right. So now he's done arguing about Tamara and whatever came with her. He's done arguing. He got a headache. He going to bed, and then he canoodles up under her, or whatever. Tells her he's sorry. He don't want to go to bed. Mad or whatever. But then we see this heifer. They got a camera in their
In
bedroom,
the bedroom of
and
all places.
That's
she
what
is.
she went to. She didn't go to the washroom. She went to the bedroom, set up that camera chair.
I'm like, this heifer is doing
The
absolutely
most.
too much.
And then, well, we
Why?
find out some stuff later, but it's like y'all don't even have no
That's the
kids together,
question.
so there's no
Why?
reason for y'all to be this cool. Like y'all don't got to be friends. Yeah, you can just move
Yeah.
on. There's no reason for
But
you to be inviting this lady to do anything.
why are you in our bedroom? Why do you want to see what we got going on in our bedroom? I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
Tamara
It
was
make it.
weird.
They set her up to look like a stalker and to make it
Right.
seem like she want to spend a block on
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
what's his name, Woody.
I mean, she did want to spend
Yeah,
the block,
Woody.
but she wasn't
So,
doing what we thought she was doing.
All right.
so now we got the neighbor,
Yeah.
playing his music all loud, sipping on his cognac or his bourbon or whatever he's sipping, and then all of a sudden he croaks. But then we see the shadows of someone leaving out of the apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm like, what's
I
going
thought that was
on?
I
Who's
thought
doing
that
this
was
to these
Nicolette,
people?
baby. I thought Nicolette was taking the people out, turn these apartments over. Okay, well, Nicolette was trying to get the
Not
people
turning
in
them
there.
over.
Okay. And
I
I'm like,
mean, but no, but my thing is like for her to put these people in these places, is she getting a commission? I mean, she is like she don't own a building. She is a
Like a
property
leasing manager.
manager.
Yeah.
yeah,
So she really don't gain nothing in that aspect. She doing
yeah.
her job nonetheless. So that's what I'm looking like. Why would be Nicolette? So I already
Cause she
put her
don't
to
let
the
no
side for
time
me.
pass. Like the person don't be in the little, in the little urn or the little before she. Oh, okay, it's already like you just
Mm-hmm.
cleaning the blood up. Now you just going.
I understand, but property manager, they gotta
I
clean up
guess,
and hurry up, try to put a body people in there. So
but you got a wait
Body.
list. So
yeah, bodies in there.
you got a wait list. So you're in high demand. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you take someone off the list. Up, you up next. Like,
Yeah,
hey, I'm
next. She
available.
did leave a voicemail to somebody. I don't know if she said their name, but she was like something came open,
Mm-hmm.
and whatever. I forgot what she said, but she did
I
leave a
thought that
message
was
to somebody.
Tamara. She called.
She might have said her name, but I didn't catch it. I just knew she was like, yeah, and this apartment is, available, blah, blah, blah. I'm like,
I don't know if she said it. I think I just assumed it was Tamara because next thing we know,
yeah. So she
Yeah,
wakes up in the
she.
middle of the night having a nightmare, thinking she sees Imani and Woody making out. I mean, Tamara and Woody making out. Of course, she's having a nightmare, and he's right there asleep with all his folders and stuff all on him. So next morning, she wakes up and she gets his breakfast ready. She shoves his coffee in his hand, which was like weird to me, and some papers. And she was like, sign these papers, hurry up for the venue. And it's his birthday, guys. Guess what he
Right.
wants to do? Eat dinner at home with
nothing.
his fiance because he doesn't really want to party.
That's
That's
what
what
he
he said.
said.
Well, look, we
That's
both.
what he said. So I'm gonna need y'all's commentary on. Well, I'll wait till we can move on.
Why he looking
So
like
then
somebody from the 1930s?
Like
yes,
from a
so
scary movie. Tales from the
uh
Hood.
huh. So the doorman looks a little creepy. I don't understand him. I don't understand this man. But of course, we found out that the man passed away, and they see him being wheeled out, in Nicolette and the EMS. And then Imani wants to go and check out, see what's going on. So she talks to Nicolette, and Nicolette says, well, check with the doorman. Of course, he's nasty and doesn't have many words for her. But we see Imani peeping through the window. And it makes, like you said, Mo, making her look like a stalker.
Hiding in the bushes.
So, Kira, I'm going to let you discuss this.
Was this the birthday gift?
Birthday, yes.
And then so he texts his fiance, who we're assuming got the birthday gift, and she's like, "What gift?" And then he starts to skinning and grinning, and he calls the ex-wife, and the ex-wife has this nice basket with expensive cologne and all the things that he loves, and this is your favorite, and you're just gonna love it. And it was your birthday, I want to celebrate you. And I was like,
and what did the card say?
I don't remember. I just know he was
happy birthday,
and
my
grinning
love,
and
something like that.
Spraying.
Yeah.
Oh, my love.
And I'm like, okay, is that supposed to be Versace Euro?
I thought it was like Tom Ford, or that's what it looked like a Tom Ford knockoff. But
yeah, because Versace has a cologne in that cologne bottle. Not that big of a label on it, of course, but yeah. And Matthew, y'all may never want to party. Yeah, right. Yeah,
you see that the face he's making.
Mm-hmm. And of course, he gets a phone call from Tamara. Well, he calls Tamara, and she all smitten with the conversation. And I'm like, girl, calm down.
She know what she got the right gift because he was skinning and green. It's like, do your fiance know what you like? Because
Matthew,
really not.
They're not in an open relationship at all. You would think they are, but no, it's not. Nope.
How you just assume they're in an open relationship, Matthew?
He just seems very.
I came with you like automatically. What gives you he's in an open relationship? As we discussed this movie, like what part?
Yeah. So Imani is going home with the gift, a box in her hand. Looks, I don't know what kind of box it is. I thought it was a cake or whatever. But she walks in when she sees the door open, and then the doorman says, "You cannot be in here." And I'm like, "Sir, really? Is it that deep?" Like,
all right, Lurch, chill out.
Okay. And she sees Tamara. Tamara's coming in with a box. And the last picture at the bottom, Tamara says, what did she say? Things just work out that way. I'm like, Imani just told her that the other day. So she's moving into the building, guys. And guess what? She's the next door neighbor.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm like, girl, you might as well be their roommate. You might as well have to be their roommate. You coming next door. It's like weird. Out of all the places, why you want to move into the place your so-called client was living in?
Yeah. Like, wouldn't that be creepy? I would be creeped out. Like,
especially
I probably would see us sitting at the table signing paperwork, and I might see something I couldn't do.
It was all just convenient because it was like, what prompted her to do all of this stuff? Like, you just coincidentally show up in this building. Now you decided you want to get a place there.
Everything was so, like you said, coincidental.
They definitely set us up.
So convenient. And then she, Tamara says, I didn't know pastry chefs buy pastries from other places. You don't cook your own. I'm like, well, damn. Okay.
She got a point, though.
We never saw her cook nothing.
Not no pastries.
But she does call him fussing about, like, you didn't know your ex-wife was moving into the building. Y'all been talking. She didn't tell you that. And he was like, yeah, no. So she's pissed, of course, that this shit popped off. Mo, you want to talk about this damsel in no distress, how she pull up on, like, waiting on the man?
Not damsel in no distress. I mean, she looked good. She looked different. Her hair is all done. She got her makeup on. Bold lipstick color. Yeah, she looked nice. It's interesting when she come around how he will fold and how she can get him to do go out and to this place, and how she set up this party for him. It's just interesting how he easily folds with her. I mean, I get that's your ex. She's an ex for a reason, but she shouldn't be able to have you fold like that. And then you just told your fiance that you didn't want to celebrate or party. You wanted to stay in the home to just eat.
You don't go upstairs and check on your fiance. You don't make a phone call.
I'm about to say a phone call.
You just was in the lobby. Not gonna go upstairs. You're not gonna make a phone call.
At least go upstairs and drop the case, your briefcase.
Right.
Like,
And
dude.
then the way the music that was playing was like, corn music. Like we about to get it on.
Because they always face to face like this. Like,
yes.
give me
And I'm
5
like,
feet.
she was like, do you trust me?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
No.
she's so breathy. Like she's Jesus.
Giving her sexy voice.
You wouldn't fold for her, Monique. I'm fresh lunch. Whatever.
Get fresh laundry.
Leave fresh laundry for her.
Fold him up.
If I'm gonna fold, I won't be engaged.
Party.
single.
Let's all get wasted. She plans a birthday party for this man. All of their college friends, current friends,
People who knew them when they was
wedding
married.
party people
Mhm.
are
Everybody
there
except
to
his
celebrate
damn
him,
fiance.
except for his current fiance.
Crazy.
But the sister works at the bar. And Nicolette is there. Okay.
Right.
Weird. No.
Yeah, that's weird.
And
Nicolette there and the sister work for the.
yeah, and it's like, it's no
And
big
that's
deal.
how.
Again, nobody gonna call, send a text message, nothing. Okay. I mean, the sister finally did, but I was like, oh.
Of course, the sister will. I mean,
right.
the sister.
Yeah.
That's why I had all the problems with Woody. All the smoke was for Dion.
Mm-hmm. And then he was like, Imani doesn't know. She's like, no, I didn't tell her because it was so last minute.
What?
You pop up at our house any other time you want to, but this time you can't pop up.
The way you popped up on him, you could have went upstairs. Wait till you went upstairs.
Y'all live across the next door. You can't slide a little note under the door or something, child. Leave it down at the front desk.
Yeah.
And
then Imani does come. Imani comes and happy birthday Woody is on the screen for everybody to see. I'm like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. So Imani comes. She's like, hey, Imani. He's drunk. They're drunk. They're drunk. They're effed up.
And reminiscing on the love they had with old friends. I can't.
Girl, no. Why?
Weddings, honeymoon, trips.
And I had my head in he had his head in my lap the entire time. And
he just, sir.
Yeah, he was giggling. He had the giggles. Not you will giggle. He's funny
such
drunk.
A party animal when he's not in his work clothes.
He loves a good party because he was like, he didn't want no party. Oh, he loves a good party. What? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we were supposed to be having dinner. And he got my blood flowing. Like I said, you couldn't call, text, go upstairs or nothing. And I'm expecting you for dinner. And where are you at? Just drinking, having a good old time.
They dancing.
Look at him.
To back.
It's giving Save the Last Dance the way what's the name was on that dance floor. She came over.
I'm like,
back into it. I was like, oh my God.
You can do it, put your back into it. Thoughts on this dancing, the drinking, the partying, the ignoring Imani when she was like, you going home with me or where you going to sleep at tonight? I'm like, girl, don't give that man an option. He drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
yeah, you would have thought he would have sobered up or straightened up his act.
That's why I feel like he never showed, other than like the little kisses. Like you just don't X show up and you just don't care for this woman at all. Just all of that went out the window.
Yeah, she sat
there.
It's just your job and Tamara.
She sat there while they danced, y'all.
Like I said, I be saying Let's Dance, like yeah, and then commit to break that shit over. Okay,
when are we gonna? When? Like, and then the song plays, their wedding song plays, y'all, and that really sets Imani off. She was like, "Oh, hell no!"
The song. Ooh.
Let
me find out he been playing this song in the past.
I was like, I hope he didn't suggest that for their wedding song.
That's what I'm saying. I think he did.
He did. That was for him and Imani, but that was he and Tamara's
Tamara.
song.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no.
Not
Then
smart.
she takes the damn girl phone out her purse. How, Sway? I don't know. How she
Because
just
she
takes it
was
and
dealing, she was dealing with Woody.
yeah. Yeah. And then Nicolette gets poked.
Poor
That was
Nicolette.
strange. Mm-hmm. Why did she leave her pocketbook laying out like that anyway?
Mm. So after
This
they
was
leave the party,
dumb.
Imani wakes up to no Dion. She goes straight across the hall or next door. Bam, 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 bam. No. She heard sounds coming from that
Mhm.
apartment.
Yes, she did.
Then she realized homeboy wasn't there. She got up and went
Sound
across
like
the
somebody was
hall.
doing it and doing it and doing it. Wow. I was like, oh,
Why would you not check the other rooms before you went
it's
over
popping
there, though,
shit.
girl? Let me check the bathroom. Let me check the office. She just made a beeline. Like, that sound like my man. What? I
She
said,
Yeah.
is this one of y'all
automatically
greatest hits
you
or
hear the
no?
woman, you don't hear the man. You hear the woman moan.
Oh, she
And I'm
ran over
like,
there like she did.
So you tell me Woody been laying it down like that?
It don't
must
look
be.
like it, but she
Get the
called
ladies
him Woody,
moan.
so
But of course, he's at the house. He's behind her, like, girl, what are you doing? And like, Tamara has won again. She's smiling like,
Because you're making her look crazy. Because she is kind of looking crazy, like
Mhm.
assuming. And
Yep.
then you told
Then
him
she's
to sleep
watching them
somewhere
argue.
else.
Yeah. You watching them argue, and you're, basking in the glory of their unhappiness.
Yep.
to me, I
Yeah.
feel like once we got to the end of the movie, I feel like, Imani, if this was your whole situation, why did you not play it more cool? I'd have let you rock. Oh, okay, that's what y'all doing?
Right. Yeah.
Cool.
And then
You
she
don't want
hollering,
to
Dion.
look bad
I'm like,
because
I
we
girl.
guess,
definitely not banging on that lady
but when we
door.
got to the end, it kind of makes sense why she don't want her to interfere because she was interfering with him in the case of the brother.
Yes.
So
Yeah, but I'm talking
she
about
was like a distraction.
hearing the noise and going. You didn't have to go over there and bang on that lady door.
So you
To
just
do
Mm-hmm.
want
that.
them to rock it out, want him to roll
I'm
one
gonna
out.
search
I
my
mean, get
house
one out.
She didn't
first.
even check the thing before she
I know.
left. I'm gonna give it
Yeah.
a once over. If you over there, you're gonna get a couple extra strokes in because I'm looking here first. Okay.
Oh Lord.
You check in the bathroom.
You
Are
better
you in the
finish.
kitchen?
All
Right.
right, I was
Are
saying
you
you
in the
never
office?
finished.
No, babe. Babe. No.
Yeah, and then
Okay.
Imani hair was all over her head. I mean, Tamara hair was all over her head. And I'm like, yeah, you want me to think y'all was in here,
With a
honey.
robe on, child.
Yeah. So next day, Imani, but Tamara is able to go into the apartment because Imani goes to talk to Nicolette, and then Dion ends up going to work.
Uh-huh.
But she makes it into their apartment. She lays on their little full-size bed. Then she has memories of them of the once upon a time. And then she sees, Dion comes back in the house because he left something. But Dion passes Imani and Nicolette. They don't see him, but he's walking back to the apartment and he talks to Imani. And she has to tell him something. We don't know what they're talking about, but we find out later on, of course, what they talked about. And I'm like, this lady is weird. Like, why? How? What are we doing? Of course, as Monique says, he leaves his shit around. The case is right there. But y'all, Imani's earring is on the floor. I mean, Tamara's earring is on the floor.
She
And
said,
Tamara is going to visit the man that's in the case file of Dion. Did anybody put anything together then at that moment? Did y'all put something together with these two pictures on the right? Did that make y'all like,
did they
No,
show
no.
the picture of with the him and the when he was young at that
mm-mm,
point?
that's at
No.
the
At
end.
that point, I thought Tamara was doing something with this man. I thought she
Okay.
was so
Same.
she looking guilty already. So at that point, I thought she was moving funny with him. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
"What you going to the jail for?"
Yeah, I'm like, it got to be some connection, some kind of way. We just didn't know what the
Yeah.
connection would be. So
Now, when I
But
saw that
y'all,
little childhood picture, I was like, mm-hmm.
later on, do y'all remember when she was like, "Did you all have sex?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm sorry." How did he have sex that fast?
I didn't think he said yeah.
He didn't. He didn't say yeah, Mo.
I don't remember him saying yeah.
Okay, because she was rummaging through their belongings and
He
stuff.
asked him. He said she asked him. Well, she ain't asked him. She already like I know you
Yeah,
had.
yeah.
I
She
know
accused
Oh,
you
him.
had.
okay,
It
okay.
wasn't a question for him to respond because he
It
was
was a
crying.
statement. Okay,
Yeah.
because the earring was on the floor, and it's like,
He never refuted it though, but he didn't say he did it. She just was
Right,
kind
that's what I'm
no,
of
saying.
she
Like
accused him of doing it.
he didn't refute nothing. Okay,
Mm-mm.
ever, never,
she was
ever,
like, I
never,
already
ever.
know y'all did it, and she was just forgiving him. Like, nah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm starting to question everybody. What the
Later,
hell
find
going
out
on?
why she's so forgiving.
That,
But then Imani goes into her apartment,
How's she getting that
and
lady's apartment?
she sees their wedding picture. She breaks it, takes the picture, sits it down, and she figures she's trying to get into the computer, and she puts the date, the wedding date in. Okay, and yeah, that was the code. But Imani has a lot of. I mean, Tamira has a lot of files. They're empty files, but she has a lot of files. She has her cell phone connected to the computer, so she's been taking the information. But she does see that they were once expecting a child together at once upon a time. And I think that bothered her more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like she's digging, she's investigating her, like her, what's it, foster files.
mm-hmm.
And I forgot what else it said. I can't remember. I can't see. And I can't
Background
remember.
check.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
background, but everything is empty though. So I'm like,
And then
Oh, it
images of
just seems
her
she just deleted
going
it.
out
I don't
here and there.
know.
okay, maybe so. So we get to the point where we see Dion at work, and his homeboy is talking to him. Well, yes, he's telling him like calm down. Was he telling him to calm down or like don't do what you're doing, or it looks funny what you and Imani
Yeah, how they
got going. I
moving.
mean, Tamira got going on or
Tamara had that
whatever.
going on. Yeah.
And then she talks to the guy Paul as well, and she was like, "Yeah, no, we're good. This is, she's just chalking it up
She
like
ain't
it's
said be good.
nonchalant."
She said I'm determined to get him away from his fiance.
Okay, the child,
She
how
made it
Just
plain
giving
to
mind your
Paul
business.
what's her
okay,
motive is. She ain't say we cool, we chilling. She made it plain to Paul what she was
what she
trying
was
to
trying
do.
to do. Okay. So while he's in there eating the lunch that Tamara brought him, he started passing out and foaming out at the mouth. I'm like, oh shit. Tamara has been the one poisoning all these people. Now she's trying to kill this man too. I said, what
Right.
the hell is going on here? The
That's
doctor
what it was
said
saying.
he got cyanide or something in his system, and of course we got Tamara is the ex-wife, Miss Ashwood, and I'm like, what the
Never changed your name, huh?
hell? No. So y'all, what are y'all thoughts on this man passing out phone out at the everybody? It's the third phone. Why?
I'm like,
That's
not
what
him. I'm
your
like, how he
behind
get
get.
I'm like, who? I'm like, okay. This is when I started looking at everybody. I'm like, I'm looking at your money crazy because why you staying so long? Because it's a
Mm-hmm.
blatant disrespect. I would have been left. I would have chucked up the deuces. Because they playing in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I'm also looking at tomorrow crazy like girl. Um, where's your end game? Like where is this going? That was my
Mm-hmm.
question. And like if she was the one who poisoned him, like what's the end plan? What's the end game?
Mm-hmm.
Like what you trying to accomplish here? Because you see money ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Like what's going on? So I'm starting to question everyone. So
Yeah, for
And then
sure.
he's talking all sexy to Tamara. I mean Tamara on the phone, and before he passed out, and I'm like, how did this man is crazy? He just do stuff. He just ain't got no care in the world.
No chill at all.
nope.
But so next day he goes home, and I can't remember the conversation between Nicolette and Tamara. Oh, she got a restraining order on her, and she told her she got to leave because they're buying and she's renting.
Yes.
So she has to leave. So they make it home. He's talking to Tamara. He's like, "I'll call you back." Of
I'll call
course,
you when she
Imani know he
leaves.
lied. Took the man phone, and blocked Tamara's.
And that's when
Mm-hmm.
made the announcement. I know you F
Yeah.
tomorrow. And this one
Yeah.
he
I know.
tried to
Cause you
share the
talking about
chair.
I'm gonna call you when she leave, sir.
And then she mentioned the baby as well, like
Right.
her being pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
But did she say that she took my phone? Did she tell him that?
No.
I don't think she told him
Okay.
that.
I remember when she asked him when they was into it, she accused him. She thought he was next door. The next morning, she said, "Have you seen my phone?" He said, "Please don't start a fight." He said, let me guess. Tamara took it.
And she
She
did.
sure did.
She did though,
She
cause
sure did.
Yeah.
she looked crazy, so he didn't believe nothing she was saying about Tamara. So
Hmm. So we get to a point where Dion is on the computer looking at, I don't know. Well, we figure out later on what made him look at these things. So he's looking at the case for the guy that he's working on. He sees the foster home, the man that passed away, the older man that passed away, and I can't remember what the top picture is. Let me see. Ongoing investigation into the death of EW approaches third week. So the nursing home accepts plea deal in EW murder case. So they're thinking Calvin Shaw murdered Mr. Shaw, and then that's the foster home, the bottom left picture. But she's making Dion sign these papers. Still, yet he had to put some damn papers again. And then she slides his phone back. Any thoughts on these cases that he's looking at? Like, why is he looking at those things? That's what I'm like. Why is he looking?
I don't remember why he looked at him, but I think at some point we got the picture of the two girls and a boy together. So I was already trying to figure out, like, is that Imani or is that Tamara? Is that one of them? But then I figured it was probably Imani because Tamara had the foster file child. I was trying to put together my Blues Clues. Okay, I said, what made him go back and look at this case? Because that's the guy that he was defending, right?
He's working on, yeah.
So
yeah,
I was like, why are you digging
I
at
was
that?
confusion.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, so I ain't gonna hold you.
So we are close to the end of the episode of the movie, guys. Mo, you want to talk about what's going on here?
Okay, he sent Imani to his office because she's supposed to go pick up the file. He said he needs some files, and he was trying to dip. And Imani volunteered herself to go get him. He gave he gave her his office key to get the files. I guess she was going for a little bit. I don't know how long she was going. It's hard to tell in this movie, but the power went out. For real, it's really hard to tell in this movie. But he was also calling Tamara, because at one point when Money took the phone, she went in the washroom, cut the water on, and saw that Tamara called
Block that
him,
number.
and then she blocked the number. So Tamara been trying to call him. It goes straight to the voicemail. You know how block goes. And she's panicking, and then Imani went to the office. I don't know how much time went by, so the power went out. It was crazy. And then you see Tamara see that Imani's sister is lurking around. She followed her, and they was in the stairwell, getting it on, duking it out, child. Duking it out, and then Woody was calling her as she was duking it out. You see her phone on the ground. I was like, oh geez. And then we see the creeping doorman. I'm like, you going around knocking on everybody else's door? We should see a
I thought that was suspect. Like, why you the only one walking down the hallway?
Walking by.
Right.
At first I'm like, okay, the power went out, so the first thing you think to get was the blicky. I'm like, did you hear something? But I guess it's better to be safe than sorry, right? So he had the blicky, put the blicky on the counter. He had to cover it up with a towel, but he also left his phone on the counter. It was stupid. He didn't grab it when the doorman asked to say that everybody is vacating the building due to the power outage or something, he said. And then he just left his phone on the counter, which was crazy. He walked out. He was going to the elevator like a dummy. I'm like, the power out, slow mo.
Nobody leaves their phone, and like you said, why would you not look and see that you're the only one walking up this hallway? Where's the rest of the people that's supposed to be
Mhm.
evacuating?
Hello.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't hear nobody. I don't hear no
He
ruckus or
said
nothing.
the power is out, so the elevator's not working. Go this way. And
What
why am I
what
walking
made
in
Dion
front?
go to the
I'm like,
elevator?
why is I'm walking in front of you? You supposed to be leading the way.
Right.
I
Right,
don't like nobody walking
with your
behind me.
cell
Nope.
phone. I'm like, now if you was supposed to be
He don't
secure,
have no
you was supposed to have
Flashlight.
a
a
real
flashlight.
flashlight,
Mm-hmm.
not a cell phone.
Mm-hmm. I don't
Strange.
know. Strange. It was just weird. So they
Mhm.
went down all the way down the steps, and it was just wild. And they went veered off. He said, he said it got creepy for him. So he said, I think I just go back up to the condo as he's gonna
Right.
turn around. He put him in a headlock. He like, calm down, calm down. We ain't know why he was doing it because dude was already creepy walking behind him and stuff. It was just weird.
Mhm.
He said, I can explain. And before he said anything else, we see that Imani came right up, so happened to be in the area, came right up behind him and screwdriver him to death. I mean, yeah, screwdriver him because it was a screwdriver. So that was
Yeah.
it for this scene. And she up there pretending to be panicked. This is when it got flecky for me because it's like
Mhm.
she was overperforming. I noticed that from her other acting earlier in the scene.
Yeah.
That's when I'm like, okay, sum up. That was right there in that scene. Did I
Mhm.
unalive him? Did I unalive it? Just it was just overacting. I
Yeah.
Right.
noticed that. I noticed her acting changed.
Mhm.
It's just I was like, okay, now she's sounding horrible, like unbelievable. I don't know if that's supposed to be on purpose or what, but yeah, it's just like it's
Tone it down just
horrible.
a little bit.
Yeah. Please do,
Mm-hmm.
because that did sound a little strange.
Did I underlevel? Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm like,
Had a
girl,
little
calm
blood on
down.
her hand. Girl. Yeah, like you had blood
Mhm.
all over your body.
Miss Kira, you want to discuss this thing?
Ooh. All right, so they're back in the apartment, and this, I guess, is when Tamara rolled up on the two of them.
Mhm.
But he thought Tamara was being. Is that when he went and grabbed the thing, thinking Tamara was being crazy?
Yeah, he got the gun, the blicky off the counter because he put it there
Right,
and he
because he
hid it
left it there
with the washcloth.
with a towel. Yeah,
Yeah,
from the.
weird. He was so weird to me. Uh-oh. What did I do? Okay. Yeah, he was so weird to me. Am I here?
Yeah, you there?
Yeah, you
Then
here.
Okay.
Imani was looking like, but that's when everything started to unfold. And
And her acting was getting
who
terrible. She was
yeah,
performative. It was very performative. That's why I'm
Yeah.
like, it turned me off for some reason. I was like,
Mhm.
I
and then
can't do
who
with this fakery.
first? I can't remember. God, I can't
Uh,
remember.
Tamara took. Imani took Tamara's blicky and popped her, and then she popped him in the shoulder. But she was
Okay, that's
telling
what I
them that she
remember.
was like, "Do you know she's not a pastry chef? Have
Right.
you ever seen any of her clients?
Her
Like she was
clients
really like
breaking it
letting him
down.
know." But we
Like,
didn't realize earlier she had told him when she met him in his office
Yeah, because they showed
about
us a flashback.
yeah. We didn't see all that. We didn't
we
know
saw
all
all the
that was going
flashbacks
on.
she was explaining, so it was cool.
Hmm. That was his that the guy that he was case that he was working on was her brother.
Right, huh?
They
Foster
changed their
brother.
last
And that
name.
was the sisters, two
Yeah.
sisters. And then
Hmm.
they
And then
showed us
they
when she was looking out the jail. We saw Imani coming out the jail because they didn't show us that
Hmm.
earlier. We just saw her sitting out there looking like a creep. Although she did go up to the jail to talk to him and say, "Who is this?"
Yeah. I have something
she
you
said I
want. I
can
may have something.
shorten your sentence or something.
Yeah.
But you
That's
just
kind of
lied to that man because we didn't see nothing after that, child.
Hmm. It was crazy.
yeah, that
But
was
it
But
was
crazy.
that's when they were trying to say that he wasn't the one that did it. It was the brother and the sister because they wanted the father's money.
hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then Imani and sister took out one apiece.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's crazy.
I
Because I
would.
laughed when they
Tamara
first
was
got that
stupid to
apartment.
report
When
that
we
gun. I don't know.
looked in that closet and seen that little opening, I was like, y'all just gonna ignore that little opening? Like, okay.
Yeah, it was open in the closet, wasn't it? It was weird. I'm like, something is going on in this closet. But they have like passageways that
Yeah.
the
Secret
owner
passageway.
made because he was creeping, taking his women in and
His
out of the building.
mistresses.
Yeah, so it's like they knew the passageways.
So
or
they
whatever.
knew the lay of the land. So
Mhm.
that was why she was
So they knew
easy
how
to
to get in and
maneuver
out.
in and out.
Mhm.
That's how she got down there to where he was at, quick to
Yeah,
you
so
know.
fast. She was like, he said, "How did you get down here?" She's like, "I heard the noise, the commotion."
I heard
Girl,
the
you ain't
girl
heard no damn commotion. Way
in the
down them
basement.
stairs, and the door was closed
And,
behind them. Like, girl,
their
hush.
world, the way that building looked like it's made, you could barely hear anybody scream from the other side.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
But she
Yeah,
pops him in the
but
shoulder, and then she leaves them. And Tamara is on the floor. But when they come back out the room, coming out the corner, whatever, Tamara done gone, child.
because she was
Tamara,
cornering
Yeah,
him,
I
talking
don't know
about
why she did that.
she put
You
the
know
wedding
they
song on.
always gonna pop back up.
Yeah.
This is not smart.
Yeah,
Take
she
her
played
out,
that
take her
music.
out.
She said, "I have my sister finish her or something." I was like,
Yeah.
That was just
your sister's downstairs knocked out or unalive. I
Okay.
ain't know at that
Right.
moment, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, and she made him sign the papers. So what were the papers? Were they his like a life insurance policy?
Probably is. Probably something financial. Life
Something
Yeah.
insurance.
that she could be because remember at the hospital, the ex-wife was still on his next to kin
Medical
or
proxy,
whatever.
yeah.
Proxy. So it's gonna think he made her, in case something happened to him, she be next in line.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to have a Barry White situation.
Child.
If y'all know, you know.
Yeah, so the sister was the one that was drugging, putting all the medicine the in the drinks or whatnot, in the liquor bottle, the wine bottle for the sisters and brother, because they're the ones that, of course, like I said, took out the father. But
yeah, they did it in the flashback that she was explaining, like
I was like,
and she was talking to him, he's like drops here and his coffee and here his food.
Yeah,
that's why she made sure he had the damn coffee. Like Candy said, why
shoved it in his hand, ain't it?
Shoving that coffee.
Yeah, it was weird how she did it.
Because I was like, why?
I ain't pay attention at first, but the flashback, I'm like,
But I'm like, if you knew that was the only part that irritated me. If the brother really didn't do it, why would we not try to actually get him off and focus on that instead of deciding, oh well, we're just take the siblings out? I was like, what? How is this going to help him?
I don't think he was good enough of a lawyer to figure it out or figure a way for the brother not to be held liable.
He wanted to take a deal. I don't even know if he was trying, but
yeah, he said
that's the part where I
agreed.
was confused. Like, was he going through this when he was with her, or was he going through this when he was with the ex-wife? I couldn't tell because it sounded like he was distracted and he just wanted to take the deal.
And then the with the thing with the doorman, he was on Imani's side, but he just treated Imani like crap, like or whatever, because he was watching Tamara for her.
I thought it was the other way around.
Really?
It was Tamara had the doorman on him.
Yeah.
No, he was on Tamara team, actually.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow. He was on Tamara team, not Imani?
Yeah.
I thought he was on Tamara.
No, that's why he was looking at Imani
remember
like that.
She said the doorman supposed to lower him down there because she left and she called her sister. The sister had the blicky. That's the sister blicky she fought off of. So the sister was supposed to go through the stairwell and unalive him.
Oh, I thought
that's why the power went out,
was...
and she so happened to want to volunteer, go to the office and stuff like that. So things didn't go as planned.
You have the alibi.
Yeah.
And what was the thing with Nicolette?
She's starting to be suspicious by the dead residents keep coming up. And she starting to ask questions and starting to get suspicious. So she had to, clip her a little bit, scare her a little bit by, shanking her. I was like, yo. Oh, wow.
It's crazy. So at the end, After
his ring
everything goes
back.
down, 'cause they pop. Listen, he smooth took it off, ain't it? After Tamara popped, no, she took her down and popped her with the gun or whatever, with the blicky. Um, Child, he slid on over there and took that ring off. I said, Jesus Christ. He said,
He said,
whatever,
"Thank
I'm getting my damn
you,
ring.
thank you very
I'm getting my ring.
much."
Right.
And that was that on that.
I'm like,
So,
please don't. I hope you pawn that ring and not and
okay.
not give that to Tamara, because Tamara take
Mm-hmm.
that shit be a fool. I'd be
Yeah.
damned if I take a dead woman ring.
Baby,
Which,
listen, and we seeing the sisters, the sisters' fingers moving in the stairwell, so they might give
mm-hmm.
us a part two of the sisters' revenge, child.
Yeah. But she ain't gone all the way yet.
Ex door
Start
neighbor.
with that raggedy man.
Mm-hmm.
We get the brother out of
Yeah.
jail. I don't know.
So that was a decent movie, a Tubi movie. It was decent. It
Yeah,
was
that was
good.
a
It
good.
wasn't.
It was,
Yeah, it
It was
wasn't
pretty
bad.
good.
yeah, it was a
Mm-hmm.
nice twist.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I didn't see it coming. I was trying to figure like what is the end game? What is Tamara's fix on this man, and why she's like intentionally being such a biatch to them and a nuisance and an annoying. Like, why is she doing this?
So Imani just honestly got very unlucky that she popped back up because it looked
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that's just what that was.
Yes, that's what that was. I really got
Mhm.
suspicious when I got to the hospital when he was foaming at the mouth. I'm looking at everyone
Yeah,
like side, like what the hell?
And the
yeah.
doctor
And
said it was like some sodium something or
Cyanide
other.
and
Yeah.
something
cyanide,
and something else. Yeah, it's like, but then they tell him it's stress or tired or whatever. Like, but he foamed out.
dehydrated or something. I'm like, shut up.
He was shivering and shaking on the pavement, child.
Oh
As he
yeah, he was
should.
foaming at the mouth. That should not be happening. But
Yeah.
it really got funky when the power went out. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And he up there like looking like Martin on Blue Chips with when he come around that corner with that gun. I'm like, sir, you don't seem like you're trained. Calm down.
No.
Nobody's there but you.
Right, that's what I'm looking like. Do you hear something?
You don't
Like,
seem trained to be.
okay.
Ah. Well, guys and gals and pals and he, she, they, and them, and them. Uh, I hope everybody enjoyed our recap of Ex Door Neighbor 2B's original movie. If you have not
Yes.
watched it, please go and check it out and then come back and watch us talk about it. If you have not already done so, but I appreciate you guys for being here and for commenting. And make sure you go to
Yes.
each channel and like the video, and you make sure you are subscribed to our channels, and share it out to the people that have watched it, and find somebody that wants to listen to us ramble about the
All this
foolishness that
crazy
went
work.
on in Penthouse. What is it? Five,
Five.
five,
She
five,
was
eight,
in
five
five.
B, whatever it was, child.
4 and 5.
Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We'll be back at 8:45 tonight, Lemon Kush and Lady Royce and Matthew. For my birthday live, me and Aries are doing our birthday live while we're still in Aries season. So please come back and join us. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna play some games and test some trivia. So if you all have not done so, please go and click. Just go ahead and tap on the live. It's already there. Just click on it and like it if you can't tune in, just because we need to get the engagement going. Let
Okay.
YouTube know that we are working over here. Thank you, Matthew. Please come back. I appreciate it. It's going to be fun, Matthew. I think you're going to enjoy it. You're going to enjoy it.
Yes, he gonna enjoy it the way he be in these comments and chats
Not
and
bad.
all.
Miss Kira, what you got going on your channel, darling?
Ooh. I did Saturday Sip last night, Raising Canaan. We got the birthday spectacular coming up. We got Never Ever Met's on Monday, and other than that, just keep your notifications on.
Okay. And you, Momo?
My Beyond the Gates, I usually do it today, but it's gonna be an upload for episodes 34 to 38 for this week, because I usually do it today, but it's the holiday. I'm celebrate both holidays, I guess. Um but also Real Housewives of Atlanta new episode come out tonight looking forward to recapping it these coming days. I'm being sarcastic, but yeah, jeez, because it's going downhill from
I gotta
here.
go
But
finish watching Kenya's little thing on YouTube.
yes, I might say something about that. What else? Check out my Raising Kanan first reaction with BKJTV. We did found Thursday, so today would have been the day, but since they want to do a surprise showing on Monday, so yeah, check us out. We was talking about episode 19.
Yeah.
And that come back May 1st.
May
for a
1st.
new episode. So yeah, check that out. And what else? Oh, I'm coming out Sinners. I did see Sinners. That was a good ass movie, y'all.
Oh,
10s across the
man.
board.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
I'm
what I
definitely
heard.
you can go see it again. That's how good it is. Yeah, so I'm doing a movie review on that. So
Okay.
yeah, that's what I got so far.
Okay, and as for me, yes, please go and just go back and check and see what I've done the last couple of days. But tonight, Aries and I will do our birthday live to end the Aries season. At 8:45 Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing some trivia questions, some adult questions. We are playing the game Kahoot. So if you all do not know what Kahoot is, go to www.kahoot.it. IT, just Kahoot. Or if you have to do it on the app, get the app Kahoot, Kahoot, Kahoot. If you're going to be with me on the live, you may want to have another device unless you can, share your screen and have a split screen. Other than that, that's all. Never Ever Met Tomorrow, which was crazy. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Jeez.
Us three, Shayna and
BJ.
BJ will be doing the Never Ever Met. So yeah, please come and check in on us tomorrow. See if Candy gonna spaz out, because listen.
Hey,
Yeah,
foolishness.
that's our special.
Foolishness. But other than that, guys, we're gonna get out of here, and I will see y'all later.